My name is Ray Lewis. I'm a retired Philadelphia captain. I got involved in activism 3 years ago at Occupy. When Occupy came in, I realized everything they were saying was true. Years ago when I was young, I read about Malcolm X. I always wanted to read other than what I was being taught in school because I really believed I was not getting the truth. And in reading Malcolm X's book and another book, Black Like Me, by James Griffin, I believe his name was, he dyed his skin black or dark. And he went around living, he was a white man, but he went around living as a black man. And he recorded the way he was treated as a black man. And that was an eye-opener. Black Like Me, the book, still available, I'd imagine. Now, two quick experiences that shocked the hell out of me when I was young. Traveling down south with my family, I was about 15 years old. We stopped at a Lincoln Hotel in Marion, Virginia. We're facing the clerk, and we're checking in. And he gives my father the keys, and I go down to pick up my suitcase, and he says, no, the boy will get your bags. So I turn around. This was no boy. This was a 50-year-old man, about 6'5", 280 pounds. And that clerk called him boy. I just couldn't imagine it. So anyway, after we go up to our room, and we're all settled, we want to go out to eat. So where do we eat? We eat across the diner, across the hotel. And who comes in but a minor league baseball team with 7 white guys and 1 black guy. The diner is in full motion. It's about 6:30, dinner time. They all sit down at a table. A waitress comes over and very naturally tells the black man, "Excuse me, but we're closed." Doesn't say that to any of the white men, the ball players. Now here's what also got me. That black man, he knew the deal. He didn't squawk, he didn't shout racism, he didn't shout, "Why are you serving white people?" He obediently just got up, and with the saddest look on his face, a look of being beaten his whole life, he got up and walked out. Now my mother saw that, and my mother told my father, "Did you see that? I'm telling the manager." And as soon as she got up, my father, being more worldly, grabbed her, pulled her down, and said, "You can't. If you tell the manager, they're going to go over, they'll know we're outsiders. They'll go over, and we're going to wake up the next morning with 4 flat tires and 4 broken windshields, because they know we're staying over there." And so we couldn't even do anything. My father, he wasn't prejudiced, but he did not want to end up with a car damaged like that. And I'll never forget that black man's face as he got up from the table. He was so defeated. He faced this his whole life. And so I've always been aware. Oh, and then another thing. One of the best bosses I had was a black man in Philadelphia named James Randolph. This was before I was a police officer. And he took a liking to me. And I'll never forget, one day he put his hand over my shoulder and he goes, "Ray, there's not one day that in some way, shape, or form, I don't know I'm black." I never thought, hey, I'm white today, or this happened and it makes me know I'm white. I never thought of that. But he said every single day something happens. He sees a sign, he sees an advertisement, he hears somebody say something, he sees the way he looks at somebody looks at him when he walks into a store. Every day he walks, he feels black. There's no way any white person can relate to being black, but we can try to empathize as much as possible. And if you do that, you gotta support this movement. Thank you.
Right on, brother. Yes, thank you.